Welcome back, everyone. iOS 14.4.1 just came out today, and we're going to take a look at it on the good old iPhone 7. Now, surprisingly, this update was very weird to install. I'll be the first one to admit it, but it wasn't a crazy big update, I will tell you, coming from iOS 14.4. So as you can see, I think I was coming from iOS 14.3 here, so I did have 581 megabytes on this device. On my other iPhone 7 here, I did have iOS 14.4 on it before. Now, what I can tell you is that, in my opinion, iOS 14.4.1 is a great update in terms of security standpoint. But if you're trying to get the most amount of features, and based on my other speed comparison I just did for my iPhone 8, if you're trying to get basically the most amount of speed, this may not be the update, but we'll go ahead and do. Actually, I'll go ahead and do a speed test right now. Now, I do have my other iPhone 7, as I mentioned before, on iOS 14.4. So this is a mini speed comparison. Typically, I do a full one on my second channel. Let's go and do a quick little speed comparison here. Now, the iPhone running iOS 14.4.1 is on the left, 14.4 is on the right. Now, let me go and clear all the apps in the background. So let's start loading them up. Phone calls 3, 2, 1. And 14.4, I don't know. They both looked about the same. App Store 3, 2, 1. And 14.4 seemed to be a little bit faster there. 14.4.1 a little bit slower. And this is kind of feeding into my theory that 14.4.1 is a little bit of a slower update. Again, not a crazy thing. Things like this happen all the time. Camera 3, 2, 1. About the same there too. And again, this is not a full speed comparison. I'll be doing one on my second channel. Let's do tempo run 2, 3, 2, 1. And you can see they were both kind of doing the same. Maybe 14.4 again will be the faster one, and it does seem like that is the case. So again, it's not a crazy big deal, but it is something to kind of keep in mind. It does seem like 14.4 is a little bit faster for sure than 14.4.1 as of right now. Let's go and do BOFA 3, 2, 1. I mean, I guess they're both taking a while, so they both kind of did the same thing. Not like a crazy big deal. Snake versus blocks 3, 2, 1. And as you can see, I think 14.4 was, or 14.4.1 was a little bit faster there. And gameplay wise, glitching up quite a bit on that device. I don't know what the heck is, now it's glitching up on this one. So they both kind of glitched up about the same. So I think 14.4.1 does seem to be a little bit slower overall, but I still think it's a good upgrade. Now, to kind of answer the question, should you go install iOS 14.4.1 on your iPhone 7? Well, this is basically what I'll tell you. I think, like I said before, if you're running your stock iOS, you're not jailbreaking, you're not anything like that, and you want the most secure version of iOS, this is probably the better way to go. You're going to be getting a more secure version of iOS, but on top of that, it's going to be able to, technically, I guess, do more. If you're coming from iOS 13 or something, and you don't really care about jailbreaking, and you have an iPhone 7, I didn't run into any issues. It was a pretty seamless experience updating. There wasn't anything super crazy like that. But as I mentioned, it may not always be the case 100%, so I would recommend always backing up your data and all that stuff. But on top of that, on the flip side, if you're coming from an older version of iOS, like iOS 14.2 or something, and you like jailbreaking and having that access, staying on the lowest version of software is always going to be giving you a better experience in terms of jailbreaking. So in terms of that, that is basically the main reason why I would recommend people to actually, stay on a lower version of software, is if you want to jailbreak. Also, if you care about speed at all, it does seem like the iOS 14.4.1 update as a whole is slowing down some older iPhones just a little bit. It's not a crazy big deal. I may make a separate video about it, making it seem like it's a big deal, and maybe it is to some people, but I'll see in a couple of days. But it does seem like, as of right now, iOS 14.4.1 is a slower version than iOS 14.4, so keep that in mind. But it is a security update, so if you want a more secure version of software, I would say go for it. And like I said, I didn't really run into any crazy issues on my iPhone 7, so that pretty much covers it up. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much for you guys to hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my other channels. More importantly, everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.